Greetings, this is Polly of the Spooky Polly. The smoke had cleared from the VP debate between Tim Walz and J.D. Vance. Anyone who was an honest person who saw it know that Vance won, and he won clearly. Reminded me a little bit of the film 42nd Street. Now, most of my audience I know has ever even seen the film and may not even know of its existence. It's a 1933 film in which a producer, George Brett, has a big play that's going to open up on Broadway. And his star, B.B. Daniels, gets hurt the night before. Or is it the morning before? I forget which. And the producer now has to go to the understudy, which is Ruby Keebler. She was picked from a chorus line to be the understudy. And she's nervous when she goes out. And he tells her, I remember this line, you're going to enter as an unknown, but you got to come back as a star. And of course, she does. She did all these dance numbers, and everyone applauds at the end. This reminded me of that. J.D. Vance was told was a horrible person by the media. And this was his thing to really screw up or do well. He came in there as kind of an unknown, and he left as a star. He was a hero of the night. Everyone on the right saw him and said, ooh, this looked good. Boy, was he good. He's now a major player. But you know, there was a time when, like by thing says it's the good and the bad. I wasn't big on Vance when he was first picked. I saw too many similarities with Obama that were not the good kind. Like Obama, he came from nowhere, and he seemed to have been lifted up by friends, invisible friends. And he played in finance, and boy, I'm suspicious of those types. So when he got picked, I said, I know he's fairly good with the media, but I mean, Trump is 78. Who's going to lead the party after Trump goes? We're going to lose. And, but I saw him giving these interviews, and I said, take a second look at this guy. He's really good. He reminds me of someone else, so I'll say at the end. And, he shows a lot of promise. And you look at his opinions, he's a social conservative on important issues. But I look at his foreign policy and that he was against the Ukraine war, good. Thumbs up. That's what the globalists want, and he was against it. He followed Donald Trump on that, and that was important. In this debate, in which I don't know what they thought when they got to Walz. If you remember in a prior video, I said Harris would do well to pick Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg's a beta male. He wouldn't threaten her too much. And more importantly, he's very good on TV. He does so many interviews for the campaign now. If the Democrats have now two candidates who cannot go out there and make their point. Walz looked terrible. I mean, he was just god-awful, let's be honest. I never liked his policies. I mean, he said Vance was weird. I'll tell you who the weird one was. Him. Look in the mirror. Well, I don't know how much that's going to help or hurt, to be honest. It is for the VP spot. But the media doesn't see this or understand it. But we conservatives do. And the airship, as it was going to take the mantle from Donald Trump. Mr. Vance is now first on line. He looks like the man could do it. And I said, what politician does he remind me of? Ronald Reagan. Reagan was a good storyteller with easygoing style. And that's exactly what Vance had. He said, charm, that charisma. It's difficult to define. Some people have it. He has it. I mean, at the beginning of this campaign, I was for the Florida Governor DeSantis. But boy, does he come across like a cold fish. Like a reptile setting himself on a rock. Vance's old charm. And he won. He won the debate. And those in the media say, well, it may not mean much difference. Maybe not. Among Republicans, it means an awful lot. And in future fights inside the party, what Vance did tonight would be very important. I think he probably did help Trump a little bit. It certainly hurt Harris. I mean, we should say, clearly they're hurt. With Walz doing so bad, Harris on the run. I mean, they don't look presidential. There's a reason for that. They're not any of that. Vance won. Clean knockout. And everyone on the right is happy. So am I. Okay. Till I see you again, please subscribe. Makes me feel better. Okay, this is Polly. Out.